and then giving that money over to Instagram and Facebook, because guess what? They make money the more your eyeballs are looking at that thing.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Oh, the bell. The bell is back.
The bell is back.
I was thinking, the bell is back in town. Bell is back in town.
And this is Monster Talk. I don't have my Monster. I already finished it. But
Monster Talk.
Oh, no. It's Coffee Talk.
Can
We
we?
just don't do coffee anymore.
Nah. I mean, I have one
we getting a
coffee in the
sponsor?
morning. Yeah. I was wondering if anybody knows the process of having Monster sponsor this show, please
Text Craig
and Jason at
520
214.
2219. That's right.
I remember because at the end of the episode, the little ad that's there says, call me 2219. You say it like that.
2219. That's a
It's very
niner.
exciting. I heard you had something.
Craig, I had a meeting with our team this morning.
As you
and-
should. Every morning.
Right. But towards the end of it, we just kind of got real. My team wasn't complaining or anything, but I was talking about, I think we talked on the elite meeting the other day. Some people, I think one thing that in our agencies, our agents or telemarketers could complain about the leads, right?
Yep.
It happens. It happens because at some point they think they're good, then they think they're bad or something. And then that gets voiced. I'm pretty sure that most people could, if you bought leads, you probably have heard something like that in your agency.
It's been happening around here.
Yeah. So I brought up a fact. I would like to think it's a fact of the way winners and losers operate.
Oh,
It was a little harsh, I think.
you're getting real.
And we got real. And what we were talking about is the way losers operate like this. No matter what it is, it's always somebody else's fault. Oh, this is happening. Oh, this is happening. Right? They don't do that. They don't internalize, hey, what could I do better? Winners, like if you think about a famous sports person or something, they are always worried about themselves. Like if they get tackled, like what could I have done to not have had that happen? What am I going to do next time? It's always about like how to get to that next level. And same within our agencies. The producers that rock, they don't care about bad leads. It doesn't matter. Bad leads, good leads, like whatever. Like if there's somebody there to talk to, they're going to crush it. And they just go into it only with a totally different mindset. It's not a blaming mindset. It's not complaining about leads. Like you never had that, a great producer, somebody that's a great producer. You never have them just complaining all day about leads. It's not going to happen.
No.
The two cannot exist at one time.
Cannot.
You can have a great producer that fell off their throne and now they're not producing well that complain about leads. And it's like, well, you're also not selling anything. So maybe it's that you're complaining about the leads, and not focusing on what you can control.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I said, let's focus on what we control and let's be a winner. And the other thing about it, when you do that, is you focus on yourself and also like look internally. If you have a kid or wife at home and you're showing up and you're giving this lousy performance, you're just complaining about stuff. Is that the kind of parent you want to be? Is that what like little Billy's going to look up to be a role model? Are you being a role model?
Right.
Or are you just being a freaking baby?
Going through the motions.
If you're not, so that was the combo this morning.
How was it received?
Good. Because it wasn't I was pushing them, but I wasn't calling them out. Like there wasn't a situation at that time. It was more of a, like, just be conscious of your entire day. That's been kind of the theme this week one big thing that I think plagues every office, every person, whether or not you're at home, is this whole thing, the cell phone, right?
Oh, yeah.
How many people check this thing? It's designed to be addictive, as you and I are reading in the book. It's designed to be addictive, and people check this thing and have hours and hours of screen and talk time. You're robbing yourself of hours of productivity or creating momentum for your day by checking it all the time. And that's what I was saying. I was saying, like, dude, if you're just sitting there and you're just letting the day go by, like, our agents can make thousands a month, just way more money than their base pay on commission. So if you're in there already the 8 hours a day or how many ever hours it is, you're already there, maximize it. And if you're not, you're robbing from your family. Right. You're robbing from your family to check Instagram, to see what other people are doing. Well, when you're seeing what other people are doing, guess what? You're not doing. So put it down, block the time, and just take advantage of the situation that you're in and grab the bull by the horns. Don't be a baby.
Yeah.
The B word might have been something else than a baby this morning.
Oh, boy. And all you're doing is, instead of, you're robbing that money from yourself and then giving that money over to Instagram and Facebook, because guess what? They make money the more your eyeballs are looking at that thing.
100%.
Yeah. And
and it also goes, you go, Mr. Craig.
Well, I was just going to put a bow on that part with, I mean, they have scientifically figured out how to hit those dopamine receptors with the likes and the comments and the, like, people go in there and get upset if nobody commented on their thing. Who cares?
Right.
10 years ago, it didn't even exist. Well,
I'm going to okay. So that's one thing, and that's in the agency, and that's how to crush it. And then here's a side thing. And then this is going to be like a political, you're going to hate Jason after this. Literally has nothing to do with.
Don't be a hater though.
Insurance. Yeah. So here's the thing. There's under the same concept is, if you're listening to anything off the internet and getting angry with anything, or maybe you don't like what people say or the news or whatever, you listening to it, you watching it is putting dollars in their pocket. So if you want to really fight against anything that you're seeing, is don't give attention to it.
Yeah.
Just don't give it the attention that feeds it. The attention feeds that system. So I know it's tough to do, and it's tough to put down the old cell phone and stuff, maybe block times or whatever, but don't feed into all the negativity, the BS in life, the, let's say agent forums that people are complaining. Don't give it one thought, because every minute that you have is worth money, and the money you lose on wasting that time, not to mention that sets you up to fail in the future. Again, remember, winners do not focus on the garbage. They focus on what they control. So little side note, but a little encouragement, and I need it too sometimes. So hopefully that.
Think about that time being wasted at the office. Now you didn't spend that time on the thing at the office, and that'll bleed into home life, because now checking the email or whatever at home instead of handling it when at the office, now that time is being stolen from family activity. And so 100%. I mean, 168 hours in the week, you cannot get more of those, right? The only way is to have
100%.
People doing the things that replace you. I love the concept of firing yourself and having people take care of those jobs that you shouldn't be doing because it's a waste of time. Somebody posted in the Elite Dudes group, one of our groups, we were going a little back and forth about it. Somebody said, and this is no dig or anything, it just is what it is, because I know I've said the same thing. I could get more transfers if I called list XYZ than outsourcing it, right? Sure. Is your time worth $9 an hour, right? I'd rather spend $9 an hour. And maybe it's not exactly as good as because I'm the Olympic champion of generating my own transfer, but what can I be doing? You could be doing that $9, or anybody could be doing it, but instead, right? What's the highest value thing that we could be doing in our business, Mr. Jason?
Operate. I mean, strategizing.
Well, yeah, strategizing the marketing, right? Creating the lead flow.
More opportunity.
Right? Yeah. Creating more opportunity for new client acquisition, right? Or improving the retention, like the really high level stuff, and focusing on those things. So an hour of me making dials to generate 5 transfers versus 3 transfers, who cares? Right? I need to
100%.
create the thing that generates the 1,000 new folks coming in. And so that time, and I don't know if it's a great exercise that we've learned from some folks that we've been talking to, where you got to put a value on your time and then compare it, right? Is your time worth $100 an hour, $250, $1,000, whatever it is, right? What is that time worth? And then if you're doing an activity that's less than that, it may be something to look at. Unless you thoroughly enjoy doing that activity. But still, it may not be. We just interviewed somebody who said they love to sell the insurance, but they also recognize and realize that if they're closing the renter's policy where they're going to make $10 for the year, is that the best use of that half hour of time? Absolutely not, right? And so maybe training 10 other people and getting them really good at closing it. Now, 10 renters policy. Well, okay, now there's a little bit more cash, right? But that's the power of time leverage, right? Is getting other folks up to speed so that they can then be clones of you. And then that empowers you to be able to step away at any point and do the thing that is going to generate the most, or shoot, not even do anything, right? Step away and go camping and go off the grid. Great. Whatever you're going to do that's going to make you happy. But that's the whole point of the business of being a business owner, is to have that ability and that flexibility, not be tied to it.
Right. 100%. Winners win.
Winners win. Losers lose. And I know that I've been both of us, right? We've been in the mindset where we start going down that rabbit hole and start worrying about the things that we can't control. And then it's just, what do we say? Get back to the fundies. Got to get back to the fundies.
Yep.
And I love how you're in there,
be a loser.
Doing the speeches, going in there and having those important talks. Because I know that, throughout my very, very, very long aged life, that there's been moments where leaders in business where I remember those moments where they imparted that really valuable wisdom where you did with your folks. It will change the trajectory by what you said this morning, right? With your team.
Right. Yeah.
And they got to hear it over and over.
This is what I told them. I said, call each other out. Call it out. Like if somebody's being a loser, call them out for being a loser. Because that also holds you accountable. So just like you as an agent, when you call your agents out and you hold them to a higher level, that means you have to hold yourself to a higher level. Otherwise they'll call you out. So it's cool, man. It's a give and take and you got to do it. Expect more of yourself, expect more of those around you because we can do it. Be winners.
That is great. Yeah. Be winners, hang out with winners, be positive, join groups that are going to be massively impactful and help advance your business. Where are you spending your time?
Go to live.teledudes.com. Check out something you were talking about telemarketers. It's a very big waste of your agent's time. You want to retain your agents, take the calling off the plate and give it to some professional telemarketers. So,
yep. And give Jason a text on his cell phone at 520-214-2219. Just tell him, hey, what's up? This is, Desmond out in Philadelphia. And I just want to say hi. Thanks for the great coffee talk.
Sup, Desi?
Yeah. Sup, Desi. That's what he'll say. Or maybe I'll say it because I have the same cell phone. So you guys have a great one.
Stop talking.
Bye-bye. Bye. We're going to say, cut me off.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes. It's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice. I'm going
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right.